Chaplain's Corner by Dr. Ron Lester. A thumbnail head and shoulders smiling photo of Dr. Lester is located at the beginning of his Chaplain's Corner. The lapel of a plaid sport coat, shown as gray, is visible above a colored dress shirt. There is no caption with the photo. Dr. Lester's column reads, "I was meditating during the morning I composed this article, thinking about the best Thanksgiving I ever had as a child. In 1957, on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving Day, several of my uncles, aunts, and all the cousins came over. All the men and boys went hunting for squirrels, as that year we had the best pecan crop ever, and the squirrels knew it. There were more than 300 pecan trees, and they were just full of squirrels. It just so happened that 1957 was the year I got my first gun, a single-shot .22 caliber rifle, and I could not hit anything, no matter how hard I tried. My dad and the uncles killed 29 squirrels that morning, and that afternoon we cleaned those squirrels right up. The next morning was Thanksgiving Day, and all the aunts were cooking up all those squirrels. That was the only Thanksgiving Day I can remember as a child, and for good reason. There were 3 platters piled high with squirrel meat. Some of the kids would not eat the meat until they were told that it was chicken. Dad offered one of the best prayers of Thanksgiving because that year we had so much flooding that we lost all of the crops except the pecan trees. I look back now and cry because of the pain Mom and Dad went through that year. They were expecting such great things to come from the crops, and it was devastating for those plans to be wiped out from all the flooding in Oklahoma. I know many of us have had great plans literally swept away as if by a flood these last 2 years. It can truly be difficult to pick up and go on. Even with the devastation that can come with farm life and life in general, there are so many things for which I am thankful from my childhood and beyond. Being able to play outside all day long, playing baseball, riding bikes with my friends, those things are all joyful memories. Then, as an adult, joining the military and returning from the war, raising a family, seeing grandkids come along, I know I am truly grateful. Sometimes looking back on life, it is hard to believe that we have made it this far. I believe it is because of our faith in God and the words from the Bible. In the Old Testament, there are many verses about being thankful and giving thanks to God despite our circumstances. Psalm 107, verse 1 in the New International Version reads, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." The rest of the 107th Psalm goes on to talk about the many hardships God's people have faced, experiences entailing being hungry and thirsty, being in great trouble and distress, or being cast into prison, enduring great storms, or even drawing near to death itself. Yet, the writer of this psalm decides to start by giving thanks. So, if you have had a hard time this year, think back and see if there were some good times in your life for which you can be sincerely and earnestly grateful. Give God thanks for those memories. Smile when thinking about them, and be grateful for the freedom that has brought them. Oftentimes, we end up in a better place than we might have expected, and much of that can be from being positive and thankful as we go. Even as we go through hard times, we should still be thanking God for always being faithful and never leaving us throughout our lives. As we think about the season of giving during these upcoming Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, it is a great time for you and I to give to another. It will make us feel so much better to selflessly give what we can. If you really believe that you have nothing to give, think about an old friend or two and give them a call. I know many of us have lost many friends over the years, and it can be comforting to just think of the good times. My challenge to you in these next months is to smile a little more, find a kind word to speak to people, and give out a little more. You will find that you will be blessed as they return to you the same. From Joyce Meyer, "You cannot have a positive life and a negative mind." May God's blessing be upon you.